finally going to upload my fan account. Here I am, of when I went to Jungmin's concert. When he came to Paris with the ROMEO Reverso tour. So this was actually supposed to be up earlier, but in February I actually got the swine flu, so I've been was kind of out of it. I couldn't do it then, and then it's been postponed. But yeah, finally here it is. So yeah, but this actually happened a month ago. He came to Paris in the very beginning of February. So me and a friend of mine, who also lives in Sweden, that also triple S, yay! We met in the airport of Paris because we live in different parts of Sweden, so we took different planes down there. But they went at about the same time. They were actually both delayed too, so yeah, I don't think there was many minutes between our landings, so that was really good. And then we met at the airport in Paris, and then we took the train. We didn't take the train to where the hotel was. We actually took the train because we landed really early. We were like up at 4 AM in the morning. Our day began, and then yeah, so when we came to Paris it was still really early. So we took the train to the south, all the south parts of Paris, because there lies a shopping mall that has several K-pop stores. So we went to those, and we also got some food there as well. And we bought, star cards and a little bit of such. Actually bought a new SS51. You can see here. Oh, sorry. So this one isn't all washed off, as you can see. These are these are all triple S or SS51, but I've had them for a long time, so the color is all washed off. I always wear my bracelets, so that's why the color goes off, because yeah, I don't take them off when I shower because I want them to be clean too. It would just feel weird taking them off. Yeah, need to be washed as well, I think. So yeah. So that's why the color comes off, which is why I always buy bracelets that either go in, like this, writing, or stand out, because then if the color washes off, the writing will still be there, because it's popped up. If there wasn't, there would be absolutely nothing to say on these that would link to any artist, so yeah, I buy them like this, and I have quite a few now. I bought too many BUP ones. Anyways, back to the point. So, and then we ate lunch there too, because as I said, we're really early, so when we got there it's lunchtime. And then I believe we got back to the hotel. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember now, so. But then we arrived at the hotel, I believe, yeah. And then we, settled down and got ready and everything. I'm not sure if we went to get something to eat before we stood in line. I know we ate afterwards, so not important. Anyway, so when we had actually gotten VIP tickets, because we really want to meet Jungmin. So happy that they were actually VIP tickets, so we actually managed to get one each. And that also meant that we got early access, as well as a meet and greet. So we got early access. The VIP tickets made us we were able to go in 1 hour earlier than the rest of them. The rest of the people who had tickets, but not VIP tickets. You get what I'm saying, right? So yeah. Do I look bald with this light? It's like I'm sorry, the light is over me. So. Not important, I'm sorry. Concentrate. So we were able to get in 1 hour earlier, But we also stood in the back of the VIP line because we came out at, was it 6? And they let everyone in, or they were supposed to let everyone in, which had VIP tickets, so we were at the back of the VIP line, because yeah, we went shopping at K-pop mall instead of standing in line for a whole day when we had tickets and we knew they were early access, so I thought it was better to just explore the K-pop part of Paris. So yeah, then we got in and then we bought some merch. First of all, I bought the t-shirt. Show you. So yeah, that's how it looks like. It's awesome, isn't it? I've actually worn this quite a few times now, so I washed it as well. And yeah, maybe I should show you the back as well. So yeah, that's at the back. Oh, I'm sorry. You just can't see what I hope I'm showing it correctly. Anyways, so so I also bought the light stick. So yeah, we went to buy stuff, which is a bit glitchy. I always have this bad luck with light sticks. This is how it looks like. If you could just, it's glitchy, so it doesn't want to work. TV. Doesn't want to. But sometimes it shines just perfectly, and so, yeah, it's a bit glitchy. Anyways, so I bought this one. It's really, really nice, isn't it? It just would work. So yeah. So I bought this one. Well, it worked when I was, you know, this isn't the first light stick that is having its rebellion on me. But I'm never throwing this one out because it's just pretty. Look at it. Anyways, so it was quite a nice, cozy, should I say, arena where we was, or no, it wasn't an arena, it wasn't that big, like there were, I think it was seating places up there, but I'm not sure if it was just journalists and reporters and such, don't really remember. Anyways, well, yeah, not really important, but it was actually just, yeah, it was a rather intimate, small stage, so it was really, really nice. I think even the ones at the back saw him really, really well. I'm rather tall, so it doesn't really matter where I am in the crowd, I can always see. But Jessie is a bit smaller than me, not that small, but yeah, it's a bit smaller than me, so she had a bit more problem seeing, which was a bit of a bummer really. But the good thing is Jung-min stood up most of the time, he wasn't sitting down, so she could see him really well. The first act, which was just a pre-act, or there was another artist, that was the opening act, he was playing the piano, so he sat down, so she had a problem seeing him, but he was really great. He was playing the piano, it's like classical music, then he had a twist to it, and yeah, it was really, really good. Do not remember his name at this moment, I'll write it down in the description. Anyways, then Jungmin came on, and it's quite special seeing someone you've just seen on a TV screen or, you know, computer screen this small, and then they're there. They're alive, and they're not, you know, they're not imaginary, they're real, and they're standing there, and they're so big, and like, oh, that's a real person. I mean, Jungmin is really tall too, so it's quite impressive statue actually. So yeah, and then just, I have to say this, it was like, he was connecting so much with the audience. It's really important when you have paid a lot of money for a ticket that the artist feels like he's connecting with the audience. Like, He can't, of course, look everyone in the eye if it's a really big arena, but at least the ones closest to him, which usually have paid the most money and have waited the longest to stand up there, that he actually connects, he or she, the artist, actually connects with these people. It feels so much more like you're his fan and he appreciates you. But Jungmin actually did this. He was looking at everyone in the crowd, try to connect. He's looking you in the eye and everything. It felt so much like he cared. Jungmin is such an amazing person. He's got such a warm personality. He's got such a nice humor. I know I've read before that he is exactly the same on and off camera. And you can totally see that because he's just himself so much. Like he's the artist credited as the most sincere in front of camera. He's just so himself, and it's just, I was just so impressed by him. But above anything, I was so impressed with the artist he is. I should say that he is one of the sub-vocals in SS501, which means that Young-seng and Hyung-jun are both considered to have better voices than him. Sometimes Hyung-jun is credited as the main and Young-seng as the lead, but sometimes they're both credited as the main, and I do believe that's correct, but because they both sing the most, so I believe they're both main singers. Not the point. Anyways, so as Kyu-jong is also a sub-vocal, so when I heard him I was so impressed because I believe in any other band he would actually be considered the main singer. That's how good he is. He was like belting out this long... His voice is just so incredible. I was so impressed by him. His live performances, there were no pitchy, no false. It's just so amazing. It's just how do I explain this? It's just so impressed me so much. I was like thinking, if this is a sub vocal in SS501, how good are like all of the? I have to see all of them. I was like, I have to see the other ones as well. This is just SS501. I am a triple S, so, but yeah, hearing someone live, it can actually make or break the idol for me, the artist for me. And in this case, it totally made him, even though he was just amazing. I considered him amazing, but this just added to it. He's just amazing. Anyways, just how do I? Because I've actually been to quite a few K-pop concerts, and in most cases I was really impressed. Like they made the artist so much more, like JYJ, Junsu's solo concert and such, and there were some that were like J-Park was really amazing as well, and there were some that really impressed me, like I said, and there were some that didn't impress me, that actually, yeah, not gonna mention those though, because yeah, I don't wanna, yeah, no negative here. So, anyways, back to Jungmin. So, as I said, just so amazing. And then he sang both his Japanese and Korean songs. I was so happy about this. And then at the end, he sang some SS501 songs, and this is where, like, he sang all the members' parts, and he did it fantastically. His voice is amazing. Like, seriously, just proves how amazing he is. So, after the concert, there were a meet and greet with him. And this is probably where I should have prepared myself. I hadn't prepared at all. We were all there, you know, half sweaty because of the concert and everything. Not that I don't think anyone cared about that, but I saw like some people having their makeup there, and they were freshening up. I was like, okay, you were supposed to do that. Not that I actually I had like some BB cream on, which is a lot for me actually because I don't usually wear any makeup at all. But yeah, it was probably all melted off anyways or something. It didn't look good. So that, but then again, it was so funny when we got to see Jung-min. It was so obvious that they had freshened up his makeup, so he looked absolutely perfect. Not that he doesn't look perfect without makeup, but yeah, you know, you can totally see my reflection here. Ooh. Scratching my back. Anyways, so you can actually see my hair. It's really nice. So, but then they let us in 10 by 10 because he was sitting on the upper floor and we were down on the ground floor. So 10 by 10 we all stood on the staircase, and then at the end of the staircase up there we were let in one by one, and there he was standing, sitting. So yeah, then we all went, and Jessie was before me. And this was the moment I realized that I should have prepared what I was going to say, because I hadn't. And Jessie just said something in Korean. I think he said I would be your friend forever and blah blah. You know, really good stuff that I hadn't thought of at all. All I had thought of was I'm gonna get a good handshake, because it was a meet and greet with a handshake event. So you know, that was all I had thought of. Not good. So yeah, when it was my turn, I walked up to him, and this is the moment where my brain shut off completely. Like, it went totally blank. I think this was like some sort of mechanism for me so that I could stay in his presence longer. Like, if I my brain shut off and I was utterly confused, then I would have longer time with him. Anyways, so I walked up to him. I got a good handshake. Yeah, I think so, at least. Anyways, so I got a good handshake. And then I think he said bonjour, and then I was like, I didn't quite hear him. Yeah, my brain was. So he was like, oh, no. I think he said like hello, because he didn't realize. Did you hear that? My stomach. So he didn't like, are you not from France, you know? That kind of, he didn't ask me, but like, bonjour, and then I was like, oh, hello. And I was like, oh, when my brain woke up. No, it didn't, but yeah. It woke up enough to say, oh, I'm from Sweden too, because my friend had said that she was from Sweden. So I was like, oh, I'm from Sweden too. Oh, then I'm getting a blackout right after this. I think he said like, see you again or something. Oh, see you again soon or something like that. See you again, which was really awesome. I didn't hear what he said again. I would. So I think he turned to the translator, like, did I say that right? Like, she nodded like, ah. Okay, so he said it again. I was like, oh yeah, see you again. Oh. And then I think he said something else, but my brain went completely just, I got a blackout. I don't remember anything, what he said back then, but I know he said something. I was like, when I walked away. And then I walked down the stairs and my legs were like spaghetti. Like, seriously, I could barely walk. So yeah, and then like Jessie and me were just giggling and everything, and I think we went to the hotel after this, just loading off our stuff, and then we went out to eat afterwards, like Pakistan Indian food, I believe it was. So it was really, really good. Like, awesome food. Really tasty. It was like really late too. It was like 11? No, I don't usually eat dinner that late. But yeah, so we did. And then we went back to the hotel, and I think we were like, oh, and then I fell asleep because, you know, we had been up since 4 a.m. So we actually, oh yeah, it took such a long time to find the hotel. That's why it took so long between. We didn't get any dinner before the concert. Yeah, that's right. We didn't get any dinner before the concert because we were too busy trying to find the hotel, because all the streets were like this in Paris, and we were just like and we tried to look at the map and that didn't work, and then we got some help from someone and that didn't help much, and then we got some help from someone else, and then we finally found our hotel after, you know, being for hours. Really confusing streets in Paris. Yeah. Anyways, so in short, I'm really happy. Why isn't this working? I do like this. Sorry. Overexcitement. There it is. Look, it's shining finally. And there it stopped shining. It's glitchy, as you can see. It's like, you can see everything I'm getting here. Ooh. So yeah, that was my fan account from when I went to Jungmin's concert, and he's amazing. If you didn't get that already. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and this was probably a really long video, and I'm sorry. I was supposed to make this short. Didn't work out, did it? So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Bye!